whole bunch of new gaming news just dropped from the Game Awards last night.
John Cena has retired from the WWE.
So would you rather questions that'll melt your brain.
And we read your most interesting comments.
All that and more coming up. Roll the intro.
Listen.
Yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PBzTV, the show where we talk about the culture, movies, TVs, games, sports, headlines of all sorts. And I'm joined here by Tom. How you doing, bud?
I'm okay. I'm a bit poorly.
This motherfucker's sick and came into my goddamn studio,
It's the
giving me
most
drugs and
contagious time
of
of
the
the
year. So next episode we'll just be like,
I just thought, what would Michael Jordan do? And Michael Jordan would have played through.
as usual, an inconsiderate individual. The king would have stayed home with a hanky.
Not spread the virus. Yeah. Maybe
He didn't follow COVID protocols. Not to say you got COVID, because YouTube probably hates that word. We're already demonetized. We're cooked. Fuck. Absolutely done.
Should we do it again?
But everyone in the comments is like, "You cash hungry motherfucker." But we got a whole load of great stuff today on the show.
Yes.
But first of all, we need to cover all the stuff that came out from the Game Awards last night. And I'm not interested in that much of it, and also so much of it with teaser trailers that, to be honest, it doesn't really tell us much.
Yeah, it's always like 5 seconds of nothing, and you're like, ooh.
Yeah, but there is, like, for me, the biggest announcement from it was a new Star Wars game, specifically
Another one?
Another one, yes. But it seems to be related to Knights of the Old Republic, which is one of the most loved Star Wars games of all time. I think it's called Fate of the Old Republic, or Fate of the Knights of the Old Republic. Don't quote me on that. But I watched the teaser trailer. There's not much you can really get from it.
5 seconds of nothing.
Basically,
But enough to
I
make
think
you
it's
go,
about 15 to 20, I'd say. But
Okay.
I was slightly worried when I read the title and saw how it kind of looked. Right, it was Fate of the Old Republic or Fate of the Knights of the Old Republic, and I'm like, are they going to do this where they're again going to set another Star Wars game in the like embers of an empire? So we're not going to see how cool it was. Because that's what people quite liked about the Old Republic. It genuinely embraced all of that old new lore.
Indulge me in the area of where we would be in timeline as such. Okay.
But like the old Knights of the Old Republic was like way back when the Republic was like at its strongest, when there was like the Jedi Order was massive and the big wars against Jedi and Sith were happening.
And when would that have been?
This we're talking about
Movie-wise, before number one?
oh god, tens of thousands years ago.
So, yonks back.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do we never get any of that stuff?
I know we talked about it before on a different podcast, but it always like winds me up. I was watching video essays on stuff like this the other day, and from what I can gather, the common answer seems to be if you build a story in the ashes of an old empire, it gives you a whole narrative world you can pull on and explore as part of world building to go, yeah, this happened and this happened and this happened, but you never see it. So it's like it gives you history. But surely you can still have history even when things are popping off.
Well, they talk about it, so like you've mentioned it now. Just show me.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
See.
I just want to see the good bits, right?
Yeah, not even just movies, TV. Gaming could be a good way to do that, right?
Yeah,
So-
you'd think games would be the best place to explore, the biggest eras of history. But it might just be the fact that would probably be too ambitious of a project sometimes for a movie. Maybe a TV series you can get away with, because it's kind of what Rings of Power did.
Yeah.
But even then,
They didn't really go that
it's
far.
based in this weird little zone where, yes, Numenor was still around, but you don't get to see the elves at the height of their powers during the older wars. The older wars had finished, and we're in this like quiet period. It's like, just give me the big ass war I wanted. Like, if you really go back in Lord of the Rings lore, there was some incredible stuff going on. There was a big bad, even bigger than Sauron, happening at that time, called Morgoth. And that was who was the boss of Sauron. Sauron used to work for him as like a little bitch boy wizard. So it's like, okay, there was a guy that big and bad.
That's what I mean.
In like the lore of it, he would have been like basically second to God. He was like an evil deity. And people like a Gandalf are, I can't remember what the specific name of them are. It's not
Wizard
Harry.
No.
But in general, he's like kind of basically an angel.
Yeah.
That like can't die.
I think you've said this before.
There's so much lore in Lord of the Rings. It's mad. If you start going on the lore videos, you never stop. It's brilliant.
I think we'll go back down that same. But we did
Dedicate
why
episode.
movies don't set in the right seat like suck.
It must just be budget and an
Yeah.
excuse for lore. Basically.
Go watch that episode. But yeah, so the game is going to be coming out. When?
Yeah, so no idea. It'll probably be 2026, 2027. I'm not even sure if I finished to the black screen of the trailer.
Yeah.
I wait. Basically, it's just someone gets in a ship, gets out of a ship. The door opens. You hear something go, "Rrr," and then you see a lightsaber, and that's about the sum of the trailer. But I'll take it. I'll take what I
that's
can
enough. That's enough.
get. Yeah, I'll take what I can
That's
get.
enough to goon to.
Not my proudest wank, but I got there. But in general, at least, hopefully they don't cancel it, because Star Wars have an awful habit of cancelling their projects.
Especially recently, right?
But Knights of the Old Republic was really loved, because there was so much. I think that's most people's first introduction to the older lore of Star Wars, with like Darth Nihilus and all that kind of stuff, where power scales were a lot bigger.
Yeah.
So I think hopefully we can return to a bit of that, or they're going to do just after all that cool stuff happened, and it's going to be like, okay, cool. Because that's what I really didn't like about the most recent Star Wars games with Cal Kestis. I'm just walking around random ass planets, hitting random ass spawn.
No one's there.
I'm just getting hunted by Vader eventually, maybe. Like that. That's what's going to happen to me. Because I wish they'd have just made a game
Was
about.
it Vader? It was someone else, wasn't it? It was some lady.
Oh, he has Inquisitors to do it.
Yeah.
But I think a cooler game would have been following Vader, and you were hunting Jedi.
Yeah, man.
Because in the lore of Star Wars, that man's a badass. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Oh, the comic panels are so
How did
sick.
he ever do the old switcheroo, coming back to the light side at the last second? How? And getting that nice Ghost Angel gig. Because he murdered children, man.
A lot of children.
Yeah, quite a few.
Probably the most children. I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Just because he threw the... He didn't even kill him in the end, really, because we find out later on
he was just at the bottom, like, ow.
Yeah, so he just pushed someone down he pushed an old man down the stairs.
Yeah, he basically crippled a pensioner and got into heaven.
Yeah.
Life hacks, by the way. Try a nursing home near you.
Yeah, if you're a real bad guy, that'll flip the script.
Flip the old new, more like. But in general, yeah, I don't think there's too much morality that probably goes into the Force. It was probably more of the power balance that corrects.
Yeah.
And then that's how the Force must work. Many people try to explain how the Force works. Again, if we're looking
Just
at
winging it.
Yeah, it's just more, I think it's just more literal balance between good and evil and trying to stay in the middle. That's how most people are going to have to.
That evened it out.
Yeah.
The killing the children, pushing the old man down the stairs, and there we go.
Yeah, tomato, you got to make a couple eggs.
He must have done loads of good stuff before he turned bad that we didn't see in that 10-year period where he's...
What, Vader?
Anakin,
Anakin after Order 66?
Before.
Oh, well, yeah, he was a Jedi for a good amount of time.
That's what I mean, right? He was Jedi...
But he was a Jedi during a war, so how much good did he really do?
Could have stopped
He was just
a lot of war.
just chopping up flankers. That's all he was doing.
Yeah,
Being a
true.
robot racist.
Yeah.
So
Sick
whether
man.
he probably saved a lot of planets, quote unquote, but also he had to act as a general / commander a lot. So how many times did he have to order we can't go save that village, we have to go over there?
Yeah.
So he could have been doing some morally ambiguous stuff already.
Yeah, just because, it's a lot going down in wartime. So, I mean, I'm just saying, that must have been
How many times do you want to covert up and be like, no witnesses?
No Russian, just...
Exactly. How many times is that going to happen? So anyway.
Well, but actually, just to stay on the Star Wars point,
Yes.
I've rewatched a couple of them recently, especially the
Which
prequels.
ones?
The prequels. We were going to watch them all from 1 to
Hell yeah,
6.
brother.
6 and then stop there. 'cause-
A necessary pilgrimage.
yeah. And obviously I got to the point where it's like, do you ever hear the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise? And then it got me thinking, I knew this anyway, right? But Darth Plagueis the Wise was Palpatine's, what they called it again?
Master?
His master, yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot if it was a different thing for Siths then. But he is the apprentice that killed him in his sleep. Mm-hmm. And I knew that, but I was like, I watched it back and
you didn't really know.
I was like, wait a minute, did I know that? And then I figured it out and then confirmed it, and yeah, that is the case. I think, even though my source was right.
I'll give Palpatine his props. He's definitely one of the smartest Sith, and has a long game vision.
Yeah,
That man put a lot of work into that.
I want to see a Palpatine story. Maybe that specifically, where he's
Star Wars a Palpatine story.
Yeah,
just
why
him
not?
on a horse.
Well, you just said you wanted to see Darth Vader, like, you know, dark times.
But the thing is, Palpatine moved in silence the entire time until the Empire. So how interesting would that movie really be? Unless it's like a very deep, dark, psychological, Machiavellian drama type
I'm about
thing.
him learning under...
Under Plagueis.
Plagueis. I want to see... Or maybe a Plagueis movie or a game or...
Yeah, because times were different then. Again, like any time you look at Star Wars, it was almost custom picked as the worst time in history for you to be enjoying that movie.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. Apart from maybe some of the prequels, because at least that's something. But I really...
True, because even the Obi-Wan series was just him, like, scurrying around, doing nothing.
Yeah, to be honest, I just want to be left alone, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay.
And it's like, now I've got to go get Leia back. Like,
I think that's why so many people like The Mandalorian at least a little bit, because it was like a cool new character in a new setting.
Yeah.
But it was still a Mandalorian when the Mandalores weren't at the height of their power.
Again.
Like, you know, and then you go, oh, there was a vast history, then be the badasses in the universe. Okay, cool, show me.
I think, going back down that rabbit hole, I think it's just like, it's too much budget to throw too much cool stuff in one. Let's just keep 90% of the film just in a desert, walking around.
But what's to stop them from doing another one of the 2003 animated versions, like a 2D one?
True.
Do you remember the Star Wars 2003 anime? Yeah. One of my favourite pieces of Star Wars fiction ever.
You get a lot in that, right? You get,
get a lot in that.
Coming back, and
you get so many incredible fights.
Yeah.
You get to see Grievous at the height of his power before he got asthmaed by Mace Windu. Yeah, because dude was a demon. Like I've been wanting to do like maybe like a whole video on it for some reason, but like he was straight up stalking people. He was unstoppable, bro. Genuinely,
because he was collecting lightsabers, right? He was killing Jedi.
Collecting lightsabers, like picking up fries at McDonald's. He was just unreal. Like do you remember the segment where he gets introduced? Where there's like 6 Jedi cornered by the Separatists, but he orders all of that. There's clankers all around. There's robots surrounding him, right? They all put their arms down, and then he just goes into full blown like Batman Arkham stalk mode.
Nice.
And like the Jedi are freaking out. Like there's one dude who's like a Padawan who's just there like. And he just freaks out and runs out because he realizes he's going to die anyway. He just runs out and goes, ah! But before he gets halfway out the door, Grievous just falls from the sky and crushes him, and then disappears again. And then they're like, oh my god!
Oh my god!
So he stalks them the whole time.
This.
Pretty much, you haven't seen this, man. Pretty much kills all of them, right? I think it's only the guy with the long ass head you see in like the council seat in like the. I can't remember his name, but I think him and maybe Shaq T make it out alive, and she's the one with the two. The two, I don't know, fucking Gooner hair, whatever it is, tentacle head, but. In general, it's like one of the coolest scenes ever. And the only person that does manage to nerf him is Mace Windu. That's how he gets all wheezy.
And that's how powerful he was.
Yeah, because
it took Mace Windu to come.
Because Mace Windu was on the battlefield, but he'd lost his lightsaber. There was this big ass like floating ship that was basically a massive hydraulic press that was just go on the planet, and he got knocked over in like a wind sweep essentially. Lost his lightsaber, but then just fought a whole army with force powers. So you just go, and you get to see a lot of the common sense things you wish Jedis would do. For instance, he removes all the nuts and bolts from a robot.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why do more people not do that? And he just crushes a bunch and throws them around.
Parts as well, so you know.
And I'm like, mate, so much more is possible through animation. That's why I'm biased. I'm like, we could be getting the best stories ever, except no one's shilling out to just, draw us a few. You know what I mean? Give a brother something.
And that's why you get most of it in comics as well, because it's even less. They don't even animate it; they just draw it.
And literally, the reason Grievous is like, is because Mace Windu just goes, just fucking crushes that motherfucker, man.
The more you know.
And that's what I mean. So that's why he's like, he doesn't like the Jedi, obviously. But Dooku was training him. But it goes to show the strength of Dooku as well, because he takes out like 6 Jedi at once, and Dooku's like just soloing him with one hand, training him how to do this when he has 4 lightsabers in his. It's actually insane, mate.
See? They need to make this into the movie.
So Star Wars, please, in this new game, give us real something to nibble on. Don't send me to abandoned planets and let me fight random ass aliens.
Yeah, because they made a Solo film and it was alright. I mean, it was okay. I watched it.
They're all just mid. Like,
they could have made a Count Dooku film.
I want epic.
A Palpatine.
Yeah.
A Plagueis. Yeah.
Give
General Grievous. I want to see this.
Give me something.
I want to see Obi-Wan just because it's Ewan McGregor. It's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't want to see him running around. let's
And you
make
see
some
him
cool
in his
stuff.
younger days, hello there,
Yeah, with his like little.
To be fair,
Twiggy
Obi-Wan, I'm not sure, had too much of like those kind of stories in his early days because of how early off, spoilers, Qui-Gon Jinn gets killed.
What?
But like, you know, he was still a Padawan and he ended up taking on Anakin. So it's like, he didn't really have much of
'cause he
his
still had
youth
the little
to himself.
ponytail,
Yeah. But in general, you know, Star Wars, pull your finger out, do something cool.
Come on, man. You bought it for nothing.
But there is so much interesting new tech in Star Wars, though, in that universe. And that's something I want to talk about for our universe, sick segue, because I saw the maddest video.
Yeah.
And this might not be one, but you probably maybe even seen it, who knows.
You've teased me a little bit here with it.
Yeah, I've tickled the balls and worked the shaft this entire time. And let me tell you, so it was a video I saw from, I think it was an American news network, where some of the future technology we've had in games is actually starting to come to life, like for real.
About time.
But, well, it may not be to our benefit. So I'll show you this now. So basically the video, for those who are listening, is two thieves approaching a house, holding a backpack up. This has got a Ring doorbell. As soon as that backpack gets close to the house, it Wi-Fi jams the entire house. Like some kind of COD mission from Advanced Warfare or Watch Dogs specifically. And now I'm just like, oh my God, like that is a game piece of tech that has now come to life that people are using to rob up houses. Now, this is probably stuff maybe the military's had for ages.
Yeah.
And it's like a fairly basic piece of kit, but to see it used in like an urban environment.
Yeah, this is just two crooks.
Yeah, just two people
just
trying to
walking
rob
around
your
the-
yard. Like imagine people rolling up, like we're in like this almost like there's more cameras than there's ever been in human history.
Yeah.
Now we've got like boots on the ground Wi-Fi jammers. We're really entering that like sci-fi
Walking
world
around
of
with
tech.
an EMP in his bag.
Basically, and I'm just like, that is
I
the
thought
coolest.
I thought your Wi-Fi was going at first when you showed
Yeah,
it. Like,
exactly,
the
right?
video's
That's probably
janky,
what
bro.
they thought. They were like, oh, dang it. But it brought a question to mind, is like, what do you think the next piece of tech is from like games or movies that is actually going to come to life here? Because it's pretty fucking insane.
Yeah. Well, that must be an EMP sort of Amazon
Lord knows what it is.
version. Do you know what I mean?
Amazon
I don't know.
version.
Because they've just,
I don't think if you typed an EMP on Amazon, you're going to get one.
but that is a good. It's crazy because a lot of houses. I'm sure you know people. I mean, I come do it to my house because I've got it pretty much like doorbells and stuff like that. And yeah, you could do that.
Because I've heard of people, you know how most car keys now have like when you're near the car, you can open up all that kind of stuff. You have those they can clone the I think it's RF something chip or whatever. You can clone the signal for the key to get in cars. Sounds like with people robbing like Land Rovers and that.
Yeah.
But I've never seen it been used to disrupt CCTV. So that's what was pretty mental. So now you've got to fight wars on two fronts. You've got to put your keys in like non-scanning RFD signal blockers.
Yeah.
And now you've got thieves wiping out your CCTV. He's like, yo, I've got to start upgrading. Like, and what am I going to do? Put a machine gun on my dog? Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, because they've been selling the card reading things. Like, so basically your wallet stops people doing that to your card for ages.
Yeah, because
And
people
then
just be
now
going through
keys-
subways with the card machines and shit.
Yeah, just literally touching you, like bang, they've got all your card details. And then now with keys, and I know that people can do that for their house door as well. So you don't need a physical key for your house. You can just use your thumbprint or or your phone or something like that. So yeah, that cracks that code, and it's crazy that hasn't been done before, really, because yeah,
because I think this stuff has been around for a long time. It's just how long it takes to get to how a normal person or just like a normal thief, quote unquote, can get their hands on it. Like, where would you even go to purchase something like that unless you made it yourself? Unless you were like someone who was really techie.
Yeah, if you were like,
you needed to make a living. So you got some. That's a cool movie plot. But in general, like
it's Breaking Bad, really, but
with tech,
instead of chemistry. Yeah,
that'd be pretty sick, dude.
Yeah, I mean, because that would be a bit more valid, right? I'm pretty sure there's more hackers than.
Hello, Hollywood. Yeah.
Don't steal that. Trademark. You heard it here.
Netflix and Warner Brothers going to steal that now. That deal might not go through now.
Really?
Paramount have done an even bigger bid. You know how it was like 76, 78 billion?
Yeah.
Paramount coming on 108 billion cash to stakeholders. They're calling it a hostile takeover offer.
See, because I said it last episode that you can't just let this happen. Otherwise, it's going to be
Either way, it's
a monopoly.
Bad. Because it's monopoly, but also
But Netflix are the big dogs anyway. So if they got it,
Yeah.
like they're just adding to their collect. They're just Thanosing the rest.
the General Grievous, another one for my collection.
Yeah, literally. So,
But what universally, no matter who wins, is bad for. It's worse if Netflix win it, in my opinion, because I think we'll see cinemas almost die if they get that offer through.
yeah.
Because Netflix don't want you to go to the cinema; they want you to stay at home, glued to your seat.
Why don't Netflix
Hypno-toad, like
open cinemas? They buy the cinema scene, and then that solves both, doesn't it?
I reckon they would do pop-up experiences like that.
No, but if they just go, right, we'll just buy all the cinema franchises, because people keep going, you're killing the cinema. I'm like, well, we are now the cinema as well, so you can't be mad at us.
That's also sinister and genius.
Take notes. Why am I not on a board for this place? And you.
Hello, corporate.
God damn it, these guys. This is our CV. This all this podcast has been is just to get on the
It's called
board.
personal branding, Tom.
It's a CV of our...
Next time we come in suits laughing, it sure is good living this life.
It worked. But what? Going back to your point.
Yeah.
What do I think would be next?
Yeah, so like any movie tech you've seen or any like just general, like what do you think the next thing to come to? Because I have a theory on what it could be, but I'm not sure if it's too far-fetched. But I want to
What would I bring to make crime easier?
No, it's not just crime, but like what is
Okay.
the next piece of future tech that we see in movies all the time that we're almost used to,
Okay.
but isn't real yet. But now somehow like Wi-Fi jammers from Watch Dogs are real life.
Yeah.
What's coming to life next?
Well, here's one that I think I'd really want to see, and I guess we kind of have got it in a minute, it's evolved to this point. But I watched Back to the Future 2 recently. Yeah, it's just like Back to the Future 1 is like one of my favourite films.
Go with
So I watched 2 and then 3, and it slowly progressively gets a bit, yeah. But yeah, anyway, going back to 2, obviously that's set in 2015, but like way ahead of us.
The far future.
Yeah, because they got flying cars, all sorts. They basically had FaceTime where he gets fired from the TV with his boss.
Yeah.
And then he moves into the kitchen where he's got his family around for dinner, and they've put like this tiny little pizza like tablet into this air fryer microwave thing, and then like 5 seconds later it's a full-on Domino's pizza, just like that quality. And they're like, grubs up, it's ready. And then they got like the fruit come down from the ceiling in this like fruit garden thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's anything in that.
There is something in that. And they're doing 3D printed food already.
Really?
So I think what will probably happen is that 3D printed food or a 3D printer made for food will be as normal as a microwave one day.
Yeah.
Or it might even replace the microwave. I don't know if it heats and makes food at the same time. But there are 3D printed steaks that I'm pretty sure you can buy right now. What they're made of, I don't know. But they're edible and you can eat them. So that's pretty crazy.
Because like air fryers for me just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? And then they were
And even though they're mini ovens, but they're faster. I think that's the trick, really.
And yeah, exactly, right? And
I thought I didn't need
more
one.
compact. And they don't take up half of your kitchen sometimes or whatever, right? They're not
gonna
massive.
lie, life-changing invention.
Yeah.
I remember I was like almost anti-air fryer. I was like, what are you talking about? Oven and air fryer, the same thing. And then I got one. I was like, this is the best thing I've ever had in my whole life.
Everybody says the same thing. It's
My
like,
chicken nuggets are already here.
and they're affordable because they're like, right, everybody needs one of these. Normally it's like only the rich get out.
And then when you go to Curry's, you're staring at it like an old man going, that one's got a Kimbo trays, mate. You got two and pulling out, shaking them motherfuckers up.
Whereas before, I guess like the dishwasher now is like on the same level where everybody has a dishwasher because it's like a necessary kitchen essential. But before that, probably they only the rich or like hotels or restaurants, etc.
Yeah.
So what of that maybe will come down to be household. So maybe something that's already quite out there already.
Yeah, it might be something that starts as like a kitchen industry first, like maybe it's like 3D printed mashed potatoes or something, right? And that becomes like a standard, or there's 3D print restaurants that start popping up that just do nothing but artificially created food for vegans or whatever.
How the hell does that work?
I have no idea. You're asking the wrong guy. I find it mad that even our phones essentially just comes down to someone made this with rocks.
Oh yeah, we said that before as well, and it's something I can never get out of my head. Is that we are literally
human
everything.
Engineering is insane.
Everything is just it's just materials that we've just clogged together to make.
Understanding phones and tech makes me get closer to Warhammer lore. this is a crazy segue, but like there is a whole religion in Warhammer called it's a faction called the Adeptus Mechanicus. They like run all of the tech for the humans in Warhammer,
Right.
and they worship the machine god. And the machine god is like, they believe electricity is like life force, and that there is actually like life in every machine and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, low key, they might be onto something.
Maybe.
And now I've gotten into the habit because they have this little thing where like they always end most sentences like praise the Omnissiah. The Omnissiah
Yeah, what
is
was
like,
he doing, like,
it's like Tech Jesus, who is
before-
technically the emperor of mankind. So it's like a whole thing. But in general, now when I'm like, you know, when your HDMI is fucked up in your TV and you like hit the TV or wiggle it around, it starts working. I go, praise the Omnissiah. To myself, by the way. Mrs. ain't got a clue what I'm talking about.
I would do that when I just get like the USB in the first time or something, maybe.
That is satisfying though. Why is it with USBs? They never go in right the first time.
Yeah, they should just be on one side of it, just like this is the upside.
I'm not sure if this happens to anyone else. Maybe it's just my bad hand-eye coordination. But most of the time, it was already the right way.
Yeah. And
It didn't go in. I flip it. That's not worked. Check it. Now I've got to put it back in. I'm like, what's wrong with me?
What I don't get as well, kind of not on the same. It's not a tech point, but you know when you're building something, it's like righty tighty, lefty loosey. But you're twisting it left, aren't you?
It used to get me. This is
Because it gets me every time.
showing our IQ here, but like, you know what I mean. You turn in left, but you're going right. Yeah, but I get you. It's the
You are
principle
turning
of it.
left, but you're turning right.
What's worse is when you actually get something that's engineered backwards and you have to do it the other way, and it's like, what is happening? My life is a lie. I don't know what I'm doing.
That's where we're at, and then there's people building rockets. So
Yeah,
we can't figure out which one righty tighty is lefty loosey.
can barely put together IKEA flat packs. So
Yeah, like I don't know.
people going to the moon and back in that. This is absolutely insane.
That's mental.
But my take on the next future tech is, I think people forget that we already have basically self-hovering trains. They're called maglev trains. So using like
Where?
so like in all like the fast trains in like Japan and China,
They're flying.
essentially they're using magnets and metal. So they
Oh.
basically there's no resistance.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how they're obviously not hovering very high, but basically even if it's still touching but it's taking the weight off, it allows them to go so much faster. And I'm not sure of the actual engineer of it. People in the comments let me know how maglev trains actually work. But I think like they put fiber optic cables underneath the ground for Wi-Fi. I think on major roads eventually there'll be maglev infrastructure. So you could drive normally on it, and if you have a maglev car, you can float on it. And every road will become a train line. That's my take. I think that's how the practical way we'll get flying cars.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is insane. If you've ever watched a maglev train go past in a video,
Yeah,
I watched
think
a
I've
bunch
seen-
of Japanese journalists like line up to like capture it,
Yeah.
and it happened in like under a second. And
It was
they were
at
like,
300 miles an hour, right? It was going.
Yeah, it's
something like
mad.
that. Yeah, I've
It's
seen that
mad.
video.
So I think that's what we'll get. But there's plenty of things I reckon could happen normally. I think like already China, more drone deliveries, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like
Yeah.
I think drone Amazon and food shops are already going to be the norm. So RIP delivery drivers, unfortunately.
Wow, I keep watching all these podcasts, and it's like you've got about 2 years left for your jobs, and then they're gone. So
Yeah, well, I think it depends. I think actual like tech like that makes sense in terms of putting those kind of jobs at risk. But in general, for other stuff, I think AI's hit a ceiling
nah, man, this is just the beginning.
because it's not AI in the traditional sense. It's machine learning.
It's Jesus.
You praise the Omnissiah.
That's what Joe Rogan said, though, wasn't it? So that maybe you.
Yeah, but everyone was clowning him for that take, bro.
Yeah, I know.
But America's whole economy is bet on AI.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work the way they keep saying it's gonna, we're all screwed. So yeah, that's a thing. But either way, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But you know who's not going to be fine?
Well, no,
Us tomorrow.
Well, we won't be fine, but mine is the little pizza maker. I think this little
Yeah.
tablets of food to pop it in. I think that will be my game changer.
I wonder if there'll be tablets or it would be like a small dry freezed version of it. 'Cause you know they have like the freeze dryers. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
but
Wonder if
this
there's
thing, it was like a
rehydrators.
tiny little like.
Because they had the same thing in Spy Kids. Do you remember? Yeah,
Yeah.
that microwave and that shift. I was like, that looks dope, dude. I want one of them.
That's what we need.
Shout out to the Spy Kids franchise. One of my favourite lines in any movie ever. Steve Buscemi in Spy Kids 2.
Yeah, it's deep, right?
Do you think God hides in heaven because he's afraid of what he's created? It's just like, this is Spy Kids.
I don't know though, because there's a bunch of thumbs walking around, I'd be scared too, man.
I'm not even sure the thumbs were in Spy Kids 2, but he'd made a bunch of atrocities and put them on this island.
Yeah.
So it's the definition of a mad scientist. But shouts out
Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
Incredible actor.
Incredible.
Yeah, so we won't be fine tomorrow.
No. As of recording, tomorrow is John Cena's last match.
Yeah, so when you're watching this, John Cena has retired from WWE. His last match was against Gunther. Now, this hasn't happened yet, as we just said, but what's your thoughts on Gunther retiring the GOAT, in my eyes?
Listen, this may rage bait a lot of people. I think Gunther's boring, uninteresting, unathletic.
Straight up whack, yo.
His gear, whack. His clothes, whack.
I mean, to be honest, he is quite simple in that fact that he just wears the black pants and
black pants. Like, the thing is, I don't think, maybe this is because I don't keep up with WWE enough and I don't see any of his promos, so I'm not bought into his character very much. But I don't even think he leans into like the evil German thing enough. Maybe it's because Vince isn't here. If Vince was here, well, there you go. Is he a painter as well? I think if Vince was here, they'd have him in full-blown Nazi regalia.
Yeah, if Vince was here, he'd have the little mustache and everything.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
I don't know, maybe it'd be more interesting.
I think it would. Sometimes I miss the Vince days, the crazy plot lines.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of like some of the supernatural goofiness used to come out of Vince's scripts. Like, maybe it makes it a bit more subdued, making it feel like more sports entertainment and kind of mixing it with that realism. I don't know. I was always a fan of The Undertaker and Kane come out from nowhere to steal you to hell. And the Boogeyman coming out of nowhere. Like, for me, those were hype moments.
Yeah.
WWE was anime to me, and now it's turned into like UFC kind of.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. It's just a different direction. But I'm just kind of I'm a hype beast. I'm not good enough to know the technicalities of how good Gunther is, and I know that's his strength.
So that must make sense. I am on the same page as you, but I'm trying to be a bit more devil's advocate on this side.
Mate.
Well, you can't just be like, we can't be the same every
Yes, we
time.
can.
Yeah, true. Screw you, Gunther's trash. He's
Only
basically when you make a My Player, you know, creating a...
Yeah, he's generic wrestler 1 that pops
yeah.
up before you've made the player.
Yeah, he's literally the one that, you know, when you're picking a move, and he's that generic guy doing it over and over again. So technically, he's really good. I know, I get it. I get the whole point. But in Vince's day, I don't think he would have lasted because he's got...
He'd be a jobber in Vince's
just,
day.
His character's just not there. He's not the Chicken Man or whatever. You know, he's not the Boogeyman. He's not...
The Chicken Man.
He's not Thugonomics. He's not...
For me, he ain't got...
The Undertaker.
He ain't got it. So for him to be the guy that retires Cena, I don't think his last match is going to be as simple as that. There's no way this turns into a just one-on-one between Cena and Gunther. Something's going to happen. Some old rival, something. I'm always just a fan of Randy Orton being his last match. I don't know why. I just think that's my... Or Edge coming back randomly for it.
See, that's what I was banking on. But
I think anything could happen. But also, you can't open up a new storyline in his last match. So I don't really know where they're going to go with that.
No, I guess the whole point will be like passing the torch sort of thing over
to Gunther, or at least it's not Jey Uso, so I'm happy.
Dang, I kind of.
You're lame, Us. I think he's shit. I think he's a half-baked version of Roman. Both of them, both of the twins. At least one of them's funnier, I guess. But like, you know, the way they wrestle to me is weak. Shit, super kick, fake ass looking punches. Like, at least give someone a proper stiff arm. Like,
yeah, it's not going to be Jay. It's not going to be. Yeah,
I'm just not a fan of the way he wrestles. But I'm much more of a fan of like Jacob Fatu, for instance. You can tell the physicality, the power, the speed. Fatu, you know, like I feel the energy. I just don't feel it with Jay. He's got the you know, whatever the fuck, you got the yeet or whatever, and then like pa yeet. What's he really got? What's he got? He ain't the tribal chief.
Well, that's what I mean. I think even
even Goonin, yeah.
Gunther, I think he's nearly like late 40s. Not late 40s, sorry. He's nearly in his 40s. So I thought the passing the torch sort of thing would be over to a younger upcoming person.
You'd think so.
I think there was theories like it could be Logan or... You know, to take
that's far too controversial.
Yeah.
He's a damn talented wrestler, though. I'll give Logan that. Because, again, Logan came with that USP. His athleticism is insane. Yeah. His ability to learn is insane. His pace is
he's already got his
he's
character.
great.
It's him, right? It's his celebrity.
Yeah, but I find Gunther matches bore me, and he's slow. But then again, I think that's just the viewer I am.
It could have been Dominic Mysterio. But
great villain.
They've recently just had that before. So John obviously won the Intercontinental to basically become a oh my god, what's the term? A Grand Slam champion. So he's won everything.
Okay, yeah.
He'd never won that before.
Interesting. Okay.
So obviously it's his last run. Like, let's shoot it horn him. But Dom's been really good in Intercontinental champ. He won it back off him, so he's back on it.
Do you reckon Cena would ever use his last match to give someone like the worst heat of all time? Like a Dominic Mysterio coming in and making John lose his last match.
Yeah. Well, he's going to lose, isn't he? He's going to lose. He can't win his last match.
Well, I think he actually would win it.
What would that do for Gunther then? If they're trying to
Absolutely
make him
fuck all. I don't care about Gunther.
Gunther just retired Goldberg as well a few months ago.
Yeah.
So he's just like, maybe they're adding it to, like, he's like got a list, maybe he's just like crossing.
Is he building up this new storyline?
Maybe.
Maybe he goes for Randy next. He's not the legend killer, he's the legend ender. You feel me? Like there's but then again, I'm not keeping up the storyline to know how it's developing.
Same.
So I'm just a big hypocrite. But if in general, if I sit down like we do occasionally, we watch the pay-per-views, I watch Gunther in isolation, and I want to go to sleep.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
Sorry,
it doesn't do it for me either. I know, I agree. I mean, I did watch. I got back into it a little bit earlier this year, and he had that thing with Jey Uso, and he turned a bit. To be fair, he crossed the line. I was like,
who?
Gunther, sorry.
What did he do to cross the line?
He was there like basically like beating Jimmy to a pulp, like dead, and he was going crazy. he was literally licking the blood off his face.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's villain heat right there.
Yeah,
I can get behind that.
Yeah. So he has these moments. I definitely think he's got that a bit, but it's just, I don't know. It's the way we've been sold to it by friends. I think he's like,
a lot
he's
of our mates
technically so good. I'm like,
overhyped him. Maybe we'll get him in as a special guest, and he can sell to me again why I should care about Gunther. And in the comments, tell me why. What am I missing about Gunther? Because
what are we not seeing here?
I don't think I'm getting the full picture.
Maybe I'm just being naive to it. I'm like, I don't really get it.
I can understand his technical rest because you can tell he's got that so unlocked. Like this, he gets smooth from move to move. But when you're good enough, you don't notice that kind of stuff anyway.
Yeah.
I feel to me it's all more about the story than the wrestling, and I think that's maybe where people differ in how they view it. Some people are looking at the wrestling and not the story.
Yeah, because if you think about it, John Cena was never really the best wrestler. Same with Stone Cold. Same with Hulk Hogan. Like the big. Same
with The Rock. I mean, The Rock pretty much turned up and did the same thing.
Yeah,
every
do you know
time.
what I mean? I think it's just that it works for them. Instead, you got like Bret Hart, you've got Shawn Michaels, you've got Kurt Angle, all these like actually great wrestlers. But they had great.
For me, it's aura.
They had great characters as well.
I think it's aura. Maybe they need to ham up his entrance a bit more. And his
music doesn't really get me either, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he needs more military regalia. I need him to be an evil Nazi. Okay,
he needs to be Hitler regen.
Yeah, because it reminded me of what they did with remember Rusev?
Yeah,
he used to come out in a tank. Give him a tank.
Well, that was only for WrestleMania, but yeah,
give him another tank. Tanks are going on the cheap these days. It's America.
Just pop down to Costco or whatever.
Yeah, they'll definitely be in Costco. They'll be like hung from the ceiling or something.
Yeah, probably.
Or
so let's not make this all about Gunther. This is John Cena's last match.
Yeah.
You know, so,
what a legacy. I mean, talk about it. Do you remember your first John Cena moment?
He's the reason I got into wrestling. I guess I must have got into it a bit late for our generation because I missed the whole Stone Cold.
Well, yeah, because if you didn't have Sky Sports at the right time, you were kind of screwed. You were catching like Raw summaries. And,
we're just about to turn 30, so think about it. Austin, the Attitude Era, was like 98, 99, 2000, like that period. So we would have been like 2, 3, 4. So we would never really caught that anyway. So when I did start to get into it, at a good point, I think it was John. You know, I remember there being a book day.
He was the face around the place,
and I went in my basketball like jersey, had the spinning belt and everything. Do you know what I mean? I was the doctor of thugonomics that day. So I was in from that point, man. And then, who would have thought, right? Where we'd be at this point now. So,
but Cena's had such a long. Cena is the LeBron of the WWE.
Yeah, his
longevity is insane.
But is it though? Because he's not really been there the last 5 years.
I don't know, but it still feels like he was present, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he did do his stint every year, sort of thing. But this is actually the first time anyone's actually officially retired as a wrestler, like doing a farewell tour. doing it this way. Do you know what I mean? Doing the Kobe, doing it.
Yeah.
Because they never really get to what usually happens is they go, right, you just ain't got it anymore, and they go, yeah, I can't even move. Like I can't do this.
Yeah, well,
like,
it's like an injury so bad they can't do it again, like Daniel Bryan or something.
Yeah, like the Undertaker being like 60, or like Ric Flair being like 80.
No, he refused to retire though.
Yeah, Terry Funk like retired like 8 times, I think, in his whole career, like because he was told you shouldn't do this anymore, and then he went, nah, I miss it a bit.
John Cena does usually stick to his word when he says something as well. So when he retires, he's done. Because I've seen videos of him like just with his missus walking into a hotel or something, and you can tell how like hovelled over he is. And I'm like, oh man, that's not cool to see.
That's what I mean. He was on Joe Rogan, and he was basically explaining to Joe like, because he's not really an avid wrestler, but he was like, think about it. I know it's sports entertainment, but if you do it for 20 years, that the physical toll on your body is crazy.
I'd definitely say that top level wrestlers probably go through more physical pain than a UFC fighter.
Yeah,
because a UFC fighter has at least the opportunity to dodge.
Yeah.
You're supposed to take the bump in WWE.
Yeah, you can't not fall from something and land.
Yeah, and there's clips of Logan explaining like, I used to think that the ring was springy too until I realised it was just wood. Yeah. And he was like, this is parts, and this was crazy. And I'm like, okay, that does make sense. So
I can't get over it.
Doing that sustainably for 20 years. Even we've had friends of ours who've done like wrestling classes. Yeah. And they were like, dude, even the ropes hurt.
Yeah.
I'm like,
we need to test it out ourselves.
We'll do like a wrestling lesson special. That'd be so sick.
Very cool.
But like in general, I think a normal person just taking a couple of full blown lands on the board without any, because a lot of the time in the wrestling lessons they put the thing in like the little crash mat. No crash mat.
Nah, get rid.
3 max, you're done. Yeah. Unless you're a springy 20-something-year-old.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the 30-year special. 30-year-olds try and wrestle for the first time.
I'm falling apart already, bro. I don't need to do this.
Yeah, you're not gonna last.
And then I'll be in hospital. Like, yeah.
You need to start replacing some cybernetics, right? You need a new arm, shoulder.
That's what all I need. Yeah. Yeah. Go gadget.
Praise the Omniscient.
It's full circle.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be a sad day tomorrow. I'm definitely going to. I might even cry.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's definitely worth a cry for sure. I'm going to be inconsolable for LeBron, so this is up there.
This is up there for me as well.
Who's the next person to retire you'd be the saddest about?
I don't think.
No, I don't think there's anyone left really from that. Like.
Yeah, I do like CM Punk a lot, but
he was always in and out anyway.
Yeah. I think Cena's going to be. I don't think I'll be sad when Randy goes, but I think he's still got a bit in him still.
Yeah, Randy's in incredible shape. How was it? Is there an age difference between Randy and John?
I think they were about the same. They came in at the same time.
Yeah,
I think he was slightly younger.
Must have been
because he was
at least marketed as slightly younger. I feel.
Yeah, and he was the youngest champion, I think, as well.
Yeah,
3rd generation.
My goat.
Went into Evolution. Yeah, he was great. I think that'll be sad, but yeah, man, it's gonna be a tearjerker for sure. So yeah, let's hope he can beat Gunther, but it would make no sense.
We should just insert a phone video of us just like crying.
Yeah, yeah, true.
Because I know they're gonna play some emotional ass like video at the end or like promo, or it's gonna be like.
Well, they recently just got everyone on the roster to do like a goodbye sort of thing. It was sad.
If they play A Long Day Without You, my friend from Fast and Furious, I think I'm gonna. That'll set me over the edge.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you all about it when it's about.
See you again. Yeah, see you again.
Yeah, do you reckon he's going to continue acting? Because he's quite a good actor.
That's what he's going to be. Yeah, he's going to go full win with that now. I mean, let's be honest. He was talking about it on a few other podcasts I've seen. I think he's been doing the rounds.
Because Peacemaker's really good.
Yeah, yeah. So I think he's basically he wants to be the next. That is going to be his thing.
Yeah, people always said John Cena's like who The Rock thinks he is.
Yeah, true.
But The Rock has been getting better. His last movie, I think, like money-wise, didn't do well, but he got nominated for like Best Actor for it.
Oh, is that the one?
That Fighting Machine one. Yeah.
Yeah, but The Rock was the highest-grossing actor though for like years. So, what would you rather be? Would you rather be that, be the most famous actor maybe, or be like Leonardo DiCaprio, Matthew McConaughey?
I think it all depends on your psychology, really, isn't it? It's like if The Rock probably had a massive chip on his shoulder from every critic in person online saying you're a wrestler, get back in your lane. Yeah. And if he was the type of person to get affected by that, he'd go hard. And I think that's maybe what he did. That's why he can't lose clause in his contract and all that kind of stuff. I think he's managed to settle the beef with Vin Diesel now, which is fun. So that's pretty cool. But in general, I'm trying to think, because he already made so much money for wrestling. He's got good brands. He's really good in, I think, comedies. He does really have in comedies.
He's a funny guy, really.
But it depends on if it would get in your head about you need to prove that you're also a good classical actor at the same time.
I think this is the Adam Sandler arc, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, Adam Sandler's weird ass arc of being good at comedy, then terrible, but then really good at serious.
And bad at comedy.
What the hell happened there?
Yeah.
I think that must have been an era's thing. His era of comedy's locked to there.
Yeah, we've spoken about
But
that
we
before.
still enjoy it.
So, yeah, what would you rather, I guess?
What a brilliant segue, Tom. I think just a lot of money because I don't care about being an actor. But we do have lots of would you rather questions here.
Yes,
that
let's get into
titillated my brain.
Yeah, they've been we've done a couple in the past episodes, and we've been having some good comments and interactions with you guys. So we thought we'd do a couple more, and they're just fun to do, aren't they? They're just a good time.
Yeah, just a good damn time.
Just a good hoot.
Now, some of these are going to be more complicated than others. Some of them
Yeah.
you might have an instant answer for.
Some of that's the good. That's what makes them good.
That's what makes them good. The first one is: would you rather be average at everything, or be really good at one thing but below average at everything else?
And this is everything.
Everything. Everything.
Everything. That is a tricky one, because it's like the jack of all trades, master of none. That's the whole.
Yeah, but this is the most famous incomplete saying of all time.
Yeah, true.
But in general, it does bring up a good point. Like, does it get you further in life? And when I was doing this with my missus yesterday, I made the point of like, it depends on the one really good thing. If you get to pick the really good thing, then you go, I'm really good at like maths or business or basketball or football, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I can just live off of that and I'm chill. So if I'm an idiot at everything else, don't matter, already millionaire, right?
True.
But if you don't get to pick, and it's just like,
don't get to pick?
Like the thing you're really good at is like a random selector. So,
So the question
so you
right
could be
now.
really good at hacky sack.
So the question, is that you don't get to pick what it's just random.
It doesn't say, but I was starting to speculate.
Oh.
I'm like, I always imagine these would you rathers, they're delivered by an asshole genie.
Yeah.
So he's always going to try and find the
Gotcha.
loophole. And I'm like,
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't say you could pick. You're like, wait, what? And it's like, it turns out you were extremely good at counting sheep. So you can instantly fall asleep. But you're below average at because that's my other question. Are you below average at like,
even the
articulating
basics,
yourself,
speaking, writing,
walking,
just
moving,
a general dum-dum, uncoordinated dum-dum.
How below? Because there's average.
It just
you
says
could be
below
slightly
average.
below.
Well,
we're talking below.
Let's judge it by like. Okay, what would you say one of your below average points is? I know mine is like maths. Like I needed a tutor to get a C in GCSE, right? So I'm barely hanging on by a thread. Yeah. To me, that's below average. So I'd put that.
Because C's the average, I guess, right?
Is it?
Well, it's like
But I needed a tutor to be average, so my natural state would be below average. So if we do by personal anecdote,
so I can train other aspects of my life to become average.
I don't know, dog. I don't know.
Yeah, this is where we go. I go deep in these, and I'm reading the T's and C's. They're like,
because
wait a minute.
If it's just straight up, then obviously you'd be really good at one thing, pick something to make you a millionaire. Doesn't matter about the other shit. Yeah. Like I would just be sick of basketball, don't care about anything else. Although it depends on if you only get to pick one aspect of a skill.
Basketball, because then you could just break your leg though.
Well, there's that.
And you're great at basketball, but you can't run.
All right, you could pick, I'm really good at stock trading. There you go, sorted. But then again, it might be that you're only good at one specific aspect of stock trading. Yeah. So you could be brilliant at picking
That's just the guy from The Big Short.
Yeah, you could be brilliant at picking the right stock, but then you get your maths wrong before you know you fucked the trade up. Or like you don't understand computers, so now you've shorted the stock instead of investing in the stock. So like all of this can be messed up, basically.
To be honest though,
but if we keep it simple.
Is it say average at everything?
Be average at everything. Be really good at one thing and below average at everything else. Exact wording.
Average at everything though is probably above average for most things. Like,
Yeah, because that could lend you some good skills. So imagine you're average, but at surgery.
That's pretty good.
You know what I'm
Actually, no,
saying?
that's not good because
But does
so
that
it's
mean
gotta be
then
a
you
high
could
percentage.
become a doctor because you'd be an average doctor, or is it
Yeah.
you'd have to be above average in intelligence to become a doctor, so therefore you'd never be able to become one? See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
like
it's like
there's
so
a
you'd
bar
be
you need to get.
average intelligence, which would probably set the bar for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Which would obviously put you above some people
An average
in a lot of
basketball
things.
player, where's that though? That's not the NBA though, is it?
Well,
Like,
I guess you'd have to take it as average from across the
whole
global
world,
population.
yeah, true.
So if anything, I might end up being worse
yeah, you
at a
could.
lot of things.
Yeah.
This might recalibrate an entire person.
You're resetting. Oh man, this is so tricky.
It's a philosophical right there, but this is why I wanted to start with this, because I was like, damn. And do you want to know what people picked on this?
Yeah. Well, let us know what you'd pick before
yeah,
we reveal
drop it in the
that.
comments.
But hit me with it. Go on.
So, be average at everything. 62% of people said that, and only 38% of people said be good at one thing.
Yeah.
And below average anything else. So, I picked be really good at one thing on the first pass through on that, and I was like,
Yeah, because you're thinking like, oh, there you
yeah,
go.
I didn't think of all the stipulations before, must admit. I was like, oh, let me just choose one. Done deal. But I think it'd be cool. Remember, there was a spin wheel that you were just like, here's your skill, and you're really good at pottery. Hooray!
Yeah, like great. That's what I want. But if I could pick, maybe it'd be like acting or something like that. And then I'm just Forrest Gump.
Yeah, you could be like the most famous himbo actor, dumb as a sack of bricks, but really good on screen.
But how dumb? Because below average, it's not dumb, but it's got a B in it. I'm pronouncing it.
Oh, I think everyone's definition of below average can be different. Someone's below average is a B plus, and someone else's below average is didn't pass.
Yeah.
Didn't even take the test. Because
No.
would you say the bottom of the barrel is like you have no brain activity? Like
Yeah, that's not below average.
you're
That's
a
just
vegetable? Like what are we talking here?
yeah. I'm going with the B average. Then.
The next one is a bit simpler.
Okay.
Now, this is with the stipulation that you can't do anything about these two states of being. You just have to be one or the other.
Right. Okay.
And
This is the good. I like these ones. Like
Yeah.
there's no wiggle room here.
there's
No
no
T's and
wiggle room.
C's to read. It's just
Would
this
you
or that.
rather be too hot or too cold? You can't put extra jumpers on if you're cold to fix it. You can't, whatever. You just have to be too cold or too hot.
Oh.
What state would you prefer naturally? Yeah, in a t-shirt and shorts. You're either too hot or too cold.
Because I would be now asking these questions because why can't I?
Because what's the
cool
point in
myself
picking
down?
something that
Why
is...
can't I warm myself up?
Well, because
when
it's
I
the
need to?
question. If I'm too cold, I'll just put a jumper on. Then defeats the question because then you're no longer cold. This is like you've been locked up by a mad scientist, and he asked you through a mirrored window, "Would you rather be too hot or cold?" And then they're just gonna fuck with the thermostat and see how long you can last. But you have to pick a state of being.
But not too cold that you die or too hot that you die.
No, you're just
like-
really uncomfortable.
Just like not a sauna because you would die if you were just in a sauna forever.
Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure.
You would die.
Probably, yeah. I don't know. About
I don't
saunas.
think you can be in saunas for like. There's people that probably last a long time, but not. You can't be in it forever.
But yeah, too hot in the traditional sense. It's a summer day. You're really uncomfortable type hot, or it's really cold. But you just thought
Cold.
you'd be fine with a hoodie.
Cold.
But you weren't.
Cold. Because if I'm still in this science room like prison thing, I could just be doing a little bit of exercise, maybe warm myself up. Like,
But I said there's nothing you can do about it.
what do you mean? Is that,
No matter how much you run around, he's giving you a pill so you don't warm up. You just have to be one or the other.
yeah, cold. I can't deal with that with being hot.
I think weirdly enough, I'm choosing hot. I think there could be, as long as it's not life threatening, I think there'd actually be health benefits to just being too hot because I'd just be there losing weight, chilling.
Sweating it out.
I'd be hating my life the same as cold. But in cold, if anything, you get fatter because your body would go into like survival mode.
No,
so for me,
it's more right. Don't quote me on this, but it's more health benefits. Sorry, blah blah blah.
what, for a cold plunge?
For cold plunges, to live in colder atmospheres. Like, what's the average life expectancy for someone that lives in like Africa compared to like Sweden?
I think hotter
or something?
countries it is.
Oh
Actually,
no, don't do that because that's taking other aspects into
Yeah,
consideration.
but I actually think hotter climates have longer life expectancies.
Really,
Yeah.
not like to do with if you take in like,
If you take out like whatever the
nutrition.
nation is and shit right now,
Yeah.
like if it's just like I'm pretty sure because I think
Spain versus Sweden
I'm pretty sure Spain has pretty
or
good.
Finland. 'Cause it's higher.
But I think the place with the oldest people is Okinawa in Japan, which is mostly hot all the time. But I'm pretty sure they have extremes of both. So they have extreme hot, extreme cold.
Yeah, plus that might
Maybe.
be down to genetics as well.
Because I think they're near like the Apelagos where all the turtles are at and stuff. I'm educated.
I like turtles.
I like turtles. So yeah, but I think I would pick Too Hot because I'd be there sweating one out, and for me anyway, it'd be like a weight loss retreat, and I would just be there sweating all of that
forever until you're literally nothing left. You're just gonna melt.
No bones left.
Yeah, I'm picking cold though.
You know, if I'm thinking real logical about it, then I would pick. If I wanted just to survive, if the scientists are never going to let me go, then I'm picking cold because I've got my fat and warm reserve, so I'd be less cold than you.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm just, if you pictured me like, just grow a beard in the mountains, in the snowy atmosphere, with my big, with the fire on. I don't know.
Yeah, annoyingly, I didn't get the results to every question of what we've got, but we'll do a couple more. This one, 55% of people said it'd rather be too hot than too cold. So only 45% said too cold.
So we switched. I was with the majority last time. Now
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The next one, let's see which one we should go for. This one's an interesting one. Would you rather know how you're going to die or when you're going to die? Now, this is an actual philosophical debate.
Yeah.
Usually, and I was surprised of the answer. But first thoughts.
Oh man, that's tricky because if you say how, and it's like, a bus accident, you're never going to go near buses, are you? Or be on the road, or because it's going to happen anyway.
Yeah, and this is exactly what I said to my missus. I was like, if you know how, your life is going to be nothing but paranoid and experience to keep you away from that activity the entire time. But it will come for you eventually. So like, if it's I'm going to get run over by a bus, you're probably going to be a shut-in that tries to avoid crossing the road at any cost.
True.
Right. So that's just not going to work. I think just knowing when could actually just be more motivational in life. You've got a deadline. You're pushing towards it.
With you there.
You can accept it quicker than knowing how, because especially if it was like for me, like drowning or something, or like water.
Oh yeah.
You would never get in the shower. You would like it would be.
That's my point. That's my point is that you'd be
drive you mad,
paranoid to do other things. But I think you're right there. If you know when, one, it will spark you to live, right? Really enjoy your life.
So I don't think they can hear the construction going on
downstairs. God damn it, we got a podcast going on here.
Should have just pretended I farted. They probably can't even hear it. I'm just making stupid faces.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Go back to the point. I think, it will motivate you to live your life because it is all going to happen to us all anyway. So we should be living like that anyway. But if you know when, this is my spin on it.
Yeah.
Say it says 2065, whatever. So what's that? Like another 40 years from now. I'm immortal till then, right?
Yeah, I think it would give you the courage to do a lot.
No, I am. I can go out into gunfire and I'm not getting shot because I know I'm not dying.
Whoa, wait a minute.
No.
There's nothing to say you can't get a catastrophically damaging injury.
Oh, no.
You start thinking you're invincible and then you're wheeling around going, fuck my life.
Shouldn't have done that. It's basically like, I don't know if you've ever seen Misfits. It's a great show here in the UK. But one of the characters has immortality as his superpower. But there's an episode where, one of them's got time travel, so they can just they basically reverse it. But there's this guy that controls milk, right?
Controls milk.
That's his power. He
Only
controls
power.
milk. Yeah,
Why?
but he ate a lot of lactose, a lot of dairy. So he basically just wraps it around his organs and makes him brain dead. So he's not dying, but so he eliminates him that way. So he never dies because he's immortal.
What a fucked up way to die.
So he doesn't die because he's immortal.
He's just get taken out.
He's just vegetabilized.
Vegetabilized by milk.
So that's again, because I was about to say, I gotcha.
What?
Because I'm immortal until that point. I can go do whatever. I can run out there and be a superhero because I'm immortal up till 2065, let's say, or whenever the date is. But I could
you
choke.
could be in a coma till 2065.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and they pull the plug on you there. So
yeah, you didn't know how you're going to die. Oh, that's made my thing worse now.
It's so much worse.
So much worse.
But I think in general, just knowing when is far better than knowing how.
Yeah, I still stand by it, but Damn.
It was close. It was almost there.
No, it still would have been that answer, but it's ruined it for me.
And most people, when actually know how you're going to die, 53% of people said that, and 47% of people said know when.
How?
Which is crazy. I feel like people aren't thinking enough about this.
Yeah. It's just, well,
maybe there's more people that we think that actually do have a fear of dying. Because I know it's like isn't it like the dark and then dying are like people's two biggest fears, and then it's just like sharks or something.
But let's be honest, everybody's scared of dying, right? Like, come on. Nobody wants to die.
No, nobody wants to die, but I don't think I'm as like scared of it as you could be.
I think maybe you're a bit more spiritually okay with it.
Yeah,
like, I mean,
probably.
you're a religious guy in a way, right?
Kinda. I'm more just believing like the flow of the universe type shit. Like,
okay.
of just energy at the end of the day. You just
Yeah.
go back into the big battery of life. So, and hopefully, because I feel like if we knew we'd be conscious during the whole death process, like whatever's happening, we see ourselves floating, like, oh, and then we just, wherever we're going, whether it's down or up or however it works, right?
Yeah.
If you're like knowing the whole time, I feel like more people freak out about death because we don't know what's going to happen. But all of us are just going to take a nap.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
just gonna take a nap.
do you remember 1980?
Oh,
It was just darkness, right? Or nothing.
Yeah.
And that's what it's going to be in 2000 and...
yeah.
Not 2000, 2180, hopefully.
I don't want to live that long.
No, well, I
Maybe
didn't want to say...
cyberpunk
I didn't say when
implants will come.
2080 and then you'd be... Oh, that used to be a good age. Take that, maybe.
Yeah. I think it's always bring up the every now and then I get the Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
clip. 75 years. That's all you get.
75, summers 75, winners 75.
And then I'm
autumns.
like, ah! I'm sorry, Eddie. Like, I'm far more scared of like wasting those 75 than I am about dying at the end of it.
Because I keep getting... I think I'm getting the same algorithm as you right now. Because I think I've liked that. And then I've seen other things where it's like, 100 years from now, nobody's going to remember you. Nobody... Like, you've been gone forever. Just live this life you have right now. Because it means nothing. You came in with nothing. You're going to leave with nothing. Like,
Are you quoting the life of Brian at me?
I don't know. No. You're
Always
nothing.
look on the bright side of
That
life.
song is honestly
Actually a banger.
it's a banger, and it's got a really good mix because you should
Yeah.
live, people. But you're not immortal, so don't go.
So don't go running in front of traffic.
Yeah, don't don't run through gun scenes and stuff.
Well, if that genie turns up, this one made me laugh because it was more of a practical one. More because I can't believe people chose this answer. Would you rather have 2 10-hour shifts or 5 4-hour shifts? And I was like, there is anyone who's not picking 2 10-hour shifts is crazy.
yeah.
So you want me to waste my entire week or just do 2 days? Get jog on, mate.
Wait, no, but sorry, 2 10-hour shifts.
Yeah, so basically Saturday and Sunday or Monday through Friday, but 4 hours each.
But 4 hours is quite easy to do, though, isn't it?
Easy, but all
And
of
then you got the rest of the
mental-
day to do whatever.
No, you don't. It depends on when they give you your shift, first of all. So I'm assuming I'm on a 0 hours contract and I've got flexibility. It's just terrible because going to work will ruin your day regardless. If I'm thinking back
But
to...
it might get you out of bed sort of situation as well. You might get
to work, but no.
You might get a bit slumpy, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I only do 2 days and then I don't know what to do with my life the rest
Well, it
of
doesn't say it's going to give you a full-time salary.
Yeah, true.
You're going
I
to
don't
hustle
know.
your ass to your other job. But just in general, like the prep work it takes to get ready, brush your teeth, shower, pack your stuff, drive to wherever you need to drive through, work the shift, and then go home, probably going through rush hour traffic, takes up, because there might be a commute involved, there's way more time taken up in all those 5 different shifts than just the 2 and get out of the way.
I think it depends if you ask me at different points in my life, because I used literally, being a teenager, my first few jobs, I would do like a 3-hour shift, 4-hour shift, and that would be that's all I could get.
We didn't have much choice in the matter.
Yeah, that's all I could get. But like,
Thanks,
I would do
Sports Direct.
3 or 4 of them. Thank you. 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
A week, and then it'd be 3. You know what I mean? To be honest, they were late shifts as well. So I'm waiting around all day for it.
That's what I mean. If they did give you a late one, your whole day is just filled with dread leading up to work.
Oh, I had education before it, but if I didn't,
Yeah.
I'm literally just waiting around all day to go to work.
I'd much rather just do 2 big ones, get them out of the way.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that other
But I
people
found it
picked-
crazy that like
How many?
58% of people said 5 4-hour shifts. I'm
But
like,
then again,
are they insane?
on the flip side, it could be, you could it could be a 4-hour shift in the morning, so you could do 8 till 12, and then you got the rest of the day to do what you want to do.
I don't know. I feel
You're getting paid the same no matter what, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't like things looming over my head. So if I have a doctor's appointment to go to at 4, that is a bad day for me.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like I can really do anything before. Maybe this is an ADHD thing, but like I don't feel like I can do anything with my day before 4 o'clock. But I have something at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I can't go out somewhere because I might get stuck there and I'm gonna get my appointment. I overthink it mad. So I'm like, I'd rather just get it out of the way.
Just do nothing, wait for it, and then get to it, and then
especially if you don't like your job. I feel like that should be the stipulation.
Oh, you don't like your job.
You hate your job. Yeah. So would you rather?
Because 10 hours, I've in a job that you like, it flies by.
Yeah.
So it's easier to lock in, but then a 10-hour shift doing something you hate, that would suck as well, though.
Maybe it's just indifferent, I guess.
Nah, you hate, bro. Imagine you hate it.
Oh, I've been there. I've been there.
We all been there, but 10 hours of it straight, and then the next day.
Oh, fucking hell.
Let's be honest. That's not even.
I'm filled with anxiety just having this conversation. I feel like my alarm's going to go off in a minute.
Some people might watch this. I do that 5 times over. I do 5 in a row, 6 in a row.
I just got off a 72-hour shift.
Yeah. So what are we complaining about here, guy, man? Like,
hey, we're not full-time podcasters yet. Don't come after me saying, "Listen to you talking to a camera."
Yeah, we're working men, guys.
This is a philosophical debate right now.
Yeah, I'm sticking with a 10.
Right,
with the two 10s.
All right, bet.
What's next?
In the comments, let us know what you pick.
Yeah.
The next one for me was probably the most mind-blowing one because of the choice people made. Would you rather give up the internet or give up daylight?
Oh, see, that's crazy because you kind of do need daylight.
Yeah.
You need daylight. You're going to be deficient.
Yeah.
You'd be
you'd be ill, you'd be depressed.
Malnourished food, right?
And just not how humans supposed to live. So it would be a humongous adjustment. But you'd learn. Because we still remember what it was like not to have the internet. Like, I feel like we'd at least be one of the last generations to be okay with that, even though they've got us hooked on that drug. I feel like we'd be able to readjust.
It's got to be no internet because of the health, but then, geez, mental health without the internet might be better, actually.
I think it would be better. I think after a period of a month,
I'm
pretty sure we'd adjust. It'd be like picking up a habit.
You still have the TV and stuff like we used to have. Like, it's just we're just going back to like early 90s.
Yeah, it would just be like, all right, you can only watch cable, and then you watch Sky and BBC and that. You can still live your life outside, but when someone pulls out a smartphone, you just go blind and you can't see it. You're like,
it's like that radar thing.
Yeah, literally, your eyes get scuppered. But what was mind-blowing to me was 64% of people gave up daylight. What the fuck is wrong with you lot? What's going on?
There is countries, right, closer to the, like in Norway and stuff. I'm pretty sure they don't get any sunlight for like the whole winter.
And you think those guys are happy about that?
Yeah, to be fair, I don't know what the mental state is up there.
I don't know how any of them get by. Well cold all the time, dark all the time. There should be the most depressed nation on earth.
But I think in the summer they get all day sunshine. But it's not like warm, but you know what I mean?
Disconcerting.
Have you not seen, like, it could be midnight and you come out of a club or something in Norway and it's daylight.
That freaked me out.
Yeah. So,
but it's kind of cool at the same time.
I don't know now
To visit, I wouldn't live there.
Yeah, true.
Sorry,
this is everywhere.
It's sure this is Norway. It's not like further like Antarctica.
Finland, like that area, like Greenland, like high.
Way up there.
High up in this world.
In the cold north.
I don't know if it's the same at the bottom, but there's not really much down there, is there, on the map?
Like, we're not allowed to go there.
Yeah.
South Pole was owned by the aliens.
True. But yeah, I'm going to have to get rid of the internet. And I'm going to go back to the 90s, baby. We're
going to start skateboarding and roller skating and reading books and shit.
Just recess on TV again.
I'm actually starting to romanticize that whole lifestyle right now.
Yeah, and then...
This is the last episode of the podcast.
We still have video games, but without the just still play single player.
We'd have
or
to
LAN
go,
party.
We'd go to GameStop. We'd buy our physical game. We'd put our disc in.
Knocking on your door,
shit!
Do you want to come round and?
I'm getting hyped right now.
Get rid of the internet. No,
fucking kill it off, mate.
There's our audience gone.
That fills me with confidence that we'd still be able to function. I feel
100%.
When they finally hit us with that nationwide EMP and all of our systems go out.
Oh, I don't know though.
Well, to be fair, if the UK got chucked into
No,
darkness,
but you're going.
we're
back.
going to war. Basically,
You're going back further than that though. You're going really far back.
Oh, what, without electricity and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we wouldn't be able to survive with that. We ain't got survival
Oh,
skills.
no.
We're not in a very good place. I think like the only place we'd be able to survive is like a forest type area. And it's quite a long trek from where we are, keeping location secret. But, you know, we'd have to walk all the way there. That's
not that far. You could do that.
All right, what we need to do is make sure we download a bunch of survival videos before it goes out.
No, your tech wouldn't work. Well, it's going to die, isn't it?
We'll save it for another podcast, but let's do a what's our go-to survival apocalypse plan.
Yeah, we'll have a
whether it's, and we'll throw out a couple of contingencies, whether it's zombies or whether it's just like nationwide blackout.
Yeah.
There's like a solar flare that takes out all tech on Earth. Oh
damn.
Oh, spicy.
You got any more?
There are more, but I feel like we should.
We don't want to waste them all on one.
Yeah.
We've been trickling these out. I think the last few anyway.
Don't want to blow our load on this, but in general, we have a bunch of comments from you guys, and we're really excited because it's our first batch of comments, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm hyped. Thank you, y'all, for commenting. We've got comments from TikTok and YouTube,
Instagram. Not really Instagram, actually.
Nah,
where the hell are you at?
Where you at? Follow us. Podcast boys. That's it.
Yeah.
Old names. If you were there in the first few episodes, you know.
Just dead names.
Dead names, crazy. But we put a clip on me ranting about One Piece and how it's like really deceptive on the outside, but more in detail on the inside. And we've got Shabby Baker here on TikTok saying One Piece isn't about overthrowing the government, it's about freedom. If the government or anyone else tries to take that away, then they become the enemy. In the story, several governments are defended when they are for the people. And he's 100% right. Its story is relating around freedom and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
What I was talking about in that clip was essentially how One Piece is inspiring people to go against their governments because they are the oppressive type, quote unquote. And there's been like 3 or 4 at least real world revolutions that have actively gotten rid of their governments and prime ministers, which is pretty mental. So shouts out to Shabby Baker for a damn good discussion. And then there's a bunch of other people that have commented under that after I clarified my position on said things. It feels like I'm delivering a PR statement.
He got hella defensive. He was like, wait a minute.
He's like, whoa.
This is going to snowball.
But no, he's 100% right because it's generally the theme that goes throughout the whole thing. It's liberation is the vibe. Because after they free a place, they go afterwards. They just dip. So all of the rebuilding or whatever comes after could be worse. What comes after, but they get to decide for themselves. And I think that's the main deal. So shout out to Shabby Baker on TikTok.
We got one from the same video actually. On YouTube from I always butchered names, so sorry, but
here we go.
Wait, you've got 2 eyes there. Okay, yeah, Jits Zach Johannes. Shouts out. Starts off with this channel as a gem, so thank you. Thank you,
let's go.
Thank you, my guy. But yeah, One Piece is not just a manga. It's pop culture, a voice of this generation. So I think it's spot on there.
Definitely, it's had a tremendous impact on Gen Z specifically because I think they're all resonating with the story. Because times are tough out there, y'all. Across the world it is, and I think that the story does end up being about how entrenched power makes things worse for everyone else.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a shout. And once you dive down that One Piece rabbit hole, you don't come out, and you come out a better person. God damn it, you do. So I'll convert it one day.
Maybe one day I'll be a better person. But
live stream watchathon. And then we've got, what else we got here? We had a clip we put out about our debate between would you have a van that can teleport you in anywhere in space and time, or a special ring that would allow you to absorb the information from kind of anything you can touch, basically. So basically books and all the rest of it. And the top comment on that one was, if it's anywhere in space and time, couldn't I go to a place where they have a ring to download all the knowledge? And I was like, this guy's figured out the solution.
Yeah.
That's just SK on TikTok. So
I think I replied, right? And I was like, no loopholes, man.
No loopholes. And then ST Ben P on TikTok as well. Anywhere in time and space, 100%. Wouldn't need to absorb the knowledge. Go ahead and see what's making dollar. Go back far enough and invest everything, rinse and repeat. And I was like, yeah, that's the Back to the Future model that he's following there, which is going to be everyone's first go-to. But I feel like once you've made enough money, you then start asking the what do I do now questions.
Yeah,
Like,
once that sports almanac's run out. Like,
yeah, once the Mona Lisa's chilling in the back of the transit, like, what are you...
Well, Biff even did that, right? He became like the president and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's just
like when you run out of things to do in space and time, I guess I'd be trying... I'd essentially would turn into Doctor Who. I'd figure out, like, hey, what happened to Pompeii? Like, you know,
yeah, true, yeah.
I was like, I wonder if Star Wars is actually true and it was a vision given to George Lucas. Let me go back a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away and quickly check what was going on. I think I would look for aliens first. Too.
Yeah, but does your van, can it suffer the pressure of that?
It said
deep
anywhere in
space?
space and time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And if it can do that, I wonder if it can survive deep ocean, because I'm trying to try and figure out what's down there.
Yeah, but you can't get out.
Well, it's not like I'm trying to park up in Atlantis, am I?
Oh.
I just want to see what's down there, whether megalodons are still real.
Yeah.
If the Meg and the Meg 2 have taught me anything, it says down below there are big things. And that is a general theory.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you said that before.
Things
actually,
get
right?
bigger the deeper you go. And it's like a rule.
also-
There's like a science thing for it. It's like something
You said that in a
principle.
previous episode where, because like, you know, before, where the dinosaurs are all big and that, because the oxygen levels were different. So they
Yeah,
were
but I think that
able
was
to be
just
bigger.
different. That was just how the atmosphere was different. Obviously, you know,
But then it's the same down there.
I'm not sure if it's about oxygen levels, but,
No,
I think it's about for
but
some
the pressure-
reason, even if it's like the same species,
Yeah.
that species is bigger if it's naturally in deeper water.
True.
I think it's about pressure, so maybe things have to be bigger to survive the pressure.
Mm.
That's where the myths of giant squids came from, because eventually sometimes they might pop up from the top as way bigger than a normal squid. So I was like, Kraken, what the fuck is that? But in general, when we have gone deeper, things do get bigger, and it's like a whole science principle. And you're like,
Always a bigger fish.
exactly.
On the same actual clip, but on YouTube, we've got UHDK SURV Hunter.
Big simpler names, people. Come on, man.
So he wanted to say absorb books because brackets if it didn't break his brain, it would be cool to know everything humanity has figured out until now. So he's taken that Doctor Who approach already. But being able to teleport anywhere, anytime, just seems so incredibly useful. However, I'd need to know more because I would need to know more before I could make an educated choice. As an example, if I went back in time and say ended a certain Führer before he got into power, when I returned to my own timeline, would it create a separate timeline and my old family is left to suffer this previous timeline?
Oh, see the Hitler paradox.
Yeah.
Oh, we read this and it just opened up a whole rabbit hole. It's been discussed plenty, I'm sure, of
Yeah.
what happens when you go back and kill baby Hitler. But
Did changing my past make me not born, make me unalive myself, and would probably have a million more questions, but I'd need to, he'd need that context.
I suppose if you really, really thought about it, if you're taking the principle with the butterfly's wing beat, that the smallest action changes anything, the moment you did travel back in time and do anything like kick a rock, you could just disappear.
Yeah.
Because if that's just creating a timeline, you might not know the specific action that gets rid of you specifically.
Yeah.
But all it takes is for you and your parents to be one day off of meeting each other that one time at a bar, and you're dead.
Yeah.
So time travel, even if we actually do figure out eventually as human beings, is so unbelievably risky unless we can find a way to test for sure how it alters things, whether the timeline splits, whether the timeline stays the same and alters it based on what you change, Back to the Future style. Lord knows what real theory is true on time travel.
We could have gone so deep.
That is a whole episode, mate.
I mean, what was I just about to say? There's two things with it, actually. And the first is, it's like a Ricky Gervais joke as well. I think he said it. He literally has a picture of baby Hitler on his phone. He's like, how could you kill that? You look so cute. And it's like, how can you go back and kill a baby? Let's be honest. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
I guess it would.
Until he goes off the rail, even if you met him as an art student,
Yeah, if
you'd be
anything-
like, oh, he's quite unassuming, quite a nice young man,
Maybe take him
actually.
under your shoulder and, teach him a better way of,
Yeah, maybe all you needed to do is play a bit of footy with him and he wouldn't have gone off the rails.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And what was the other thing I was just about to say then? Oh my God. It's gone.
It's gone.
Forever.
Come back next week for it.
Yeah. Oh, that's really annoying.
But I like the point in general. I think that's probably a better option than killing baby Hitler. Would be just meet him as a younger lad and try and just get him out of whatever you'd call the pipeline to Hitler. Like, get you out of the Hitler pipeline. Hey, bud, want to play some ball? Or whatever that is in Austrian.
Make him focus his hate into something else.
Mate,
Turn him into the world's first hippie.
give me 10 years with Hitler and he's going D1. He's going D1. He's getting a college. He's getting a scholarship. And he's not rocking that goddamn mustache. He's going clean shaven.
No, maybe he's making that a trend and it's
That's
not.
the signature. The signature.
Yeah, it's not.
And instead of it being evil, it's called the Strip. And that's his on-call nickname. It's like,
Oh, crossover from the Strip.
Oh, 9! And someone breaks their ankle.
In a better world.
In a better world, he's D1 scholarship.
I thought that might trigger what I was going to say, but no, it's gone forever, guys.
Completely cooked him.
I'll be watching this back going, damn it, that was what it was.
Tom Interstellar. No! No!
Don't leave me, Murph. But there's one last one I want to trigger your mind with. This is from Lethal Weapon 80.
Oh, that's a good name.
Dash Y7M.
And he's ruined it.
Yeah.
I suppose
Sorry, bro.
Lethal Weapon is probably taken. I wonder who the first person to get that was.
Yeah. Well, Lethal Weapon 80. Like how many? I know there's a few.
That's a lot of lethal weapons.
There's a few of them anyway, but still, we're not at 80. But I don't think you're going to like this guy anyway because this is his comment. Excuse me. LeBron's fake streak. This is when we were talking about LeBron's 10-point streak. So his fake streak has been over since 2014, where he scored 8 points in the Eastern Conference Final. This whole nonsense of not counting playoff games is a joke. They matter more, and it needs to be mentioned when they talk about the regular season streak for clarity. LeBron went on 865 games in reality, due to that context he just said, and the real record is MJ's at 1,041, including playoff games. And I'm not going to lie, Lethal Weapon 80-Y7M or whatever it was. Great name, by the way. You are absolutely right, my friend. That is a great point. Great point. So
First of all, Lethal Weapon, lethal injection, your mama's back section, legs in 5. Listen, this is what we call in the industry moving the goalpost, okay? It's a regular season record. Sure. But it's a record, nonetheless. No one's trying to say that it's the record of all records. No one's trying to say that we should be doing this and that. They're different things. So MJ can have that. But this is called moving the goalpost, right? It's a regular season record. And let it stay a regular season record. Still a record. No one else in NBA history will ever get close to it.
No.
Let it be what it is. Whether or not MJ does have that as a different record,
it's not as impressive.
Let MJ come forward, proclaim this, and let him have it as a flag he can install on his little hill. Feel free.
You don't want that.
Feel free to be petty and come out the woodwork.
That's not petty.
You know?
That's like, that's
know.
a top trump there. Because
Top Trump, is it?
Yeah.
Or is it Donald Trump? I think I have the better record, actually.
Regular season is more important.
It just sounds like a stat nitpicking type thing, you know. Just
it's you know what it is.
Just appreciate
you know what it is?
Greatness.
What it is people going, well, wait a minute, are you counting the playoffs, which are more important? And then someone going, oh, well, yeah, about that. It's not. Sorry.
Well, what I want to know is how many of his
how
home game statistics are really true. We've been here, but there is confirmed, factual miscalculations of many stats from Jordan, whether it's points, steals, all of that stuff. So if you want to go back, I want his entire record fact-checked, filed, double stamped, right, before we're going to have these discussions. Because it's clear that Chicago was fiddling with the numbers, all right? So you can come to me with that if you want.
Well, acting like they don't have it on TV, like on, man, every game.
They went back and added it up. The scorecard that Chicago had and what was actually you could see with your own eyes.
Right.
There's multiple discrepancies in multiple games that people have done. They haven't gone back through in Jordan's entire cabinet. This happened specifically with home games. This is any stats. His stats were inflated multiple times by the Chicago team. So
what you're saying is they didn't change the score line at the end of the game.
They gave him more steals than he might have had in a
They
particular
might have
game.
given Pippen a couple of his steals, a couple of his points.
No, they just gave Jordan more than he actually had. In games where he might have had 2 steals, he just randomly had 4. So the scorecards were just wrong on multiple occasions. And it was clear that they're fiddling with the numbers. Now, if I was putting my conspiracy hat on, after the age of Magic and Bird, there needed to be a savior. There was a gap. Michael Jordan plug that gap. And if Michael Jordan didn't stay the king, the savior of the NBA,
He was already there.
We wouldn't have been able to usher in the new
played
age
against them.
of LeBron and Kobe and all the rest of it.
He played against
He
them.
needed to be the narrative. He's been the driving force of sneaker sales, of basketball culture.
'Cause he was that
so if he wasn't
influential.
kept elevated,
No.
the NBA would lose money. So what do? They inflate his statistics. They make him better than he was. I'm telling you, look into it. Look into it.
Lethal Weapons, sort them out, mate. Sort them out.
Lethally
some
eat
research.
my ass. And I'm drinking. Thank you for commenting. I really appreciate the
Yeah,
discussion.
you sparked
Thank you for supporting the show.
You sparked a good one here, and I love triggering this guy. So thank you for that.
Stop.
Don't doing it. But yeah, it's maybe that's something we're gonna have this conversation forever. Let's be honest, it's never gonna end. So stick around for more of them.
Yes, please do.
But I think that's a good wrap, right?
Yeah, and keep your comments coming.
Yes, please.
Please like. We're trying to grow this channel. We're on the road to 1,000, so we really want to hit that milestone. It's the goal of every YouTuber, at least in the beginning. So are we
that's just the
podcasters?
start.
Are we YouTubers? What are we even really?
I mean, why not? If you post a video to YouTube, you're a YouTuber,
If you
right?
subscribe, I'm wherever you want me to be, honey.
I mean, I guess if you do a few, then it counts, right?
Yeah, and we're planning to do separate vids on the channel, so you could say we're a bit of both. Although we still haven't actually uploaded these two audio only versions on Spotify and stuff.
True.
So again, if it's something that's annoying you, comment and let us know if you do actually want us to upload this audio only on Spotify and all the rest of it. But yeah, all the feedback. Thank you for your support, y'all. But until the next time, we'll see you later.
Peace.